A metallic growl followed the first transmission. The gunship was too close. Dante's ability to make out so much detail proved that. They'd not come equipped to deal with the level of resistance they encountered. This was supposed to be a straightforward job in an area with little Dirtwalker presence. Towering night-mutt-filled mountains surrounded the valley containing the old factory and discouraged the Dirtwalkers from entering. The gunship pilot pitched into another round of aggressive banking. He failed to dislodge their metal tormentor. Hyde had punched through the wing with his other arm and folded his arm back to grip the gunship. He was right. Mugoi was an impressive cyborg, but he lacked Hyde's raw strength. Even without his original fully crafted hydraulic body, Hyde was a one-man tank. "These other plunderers are ruining my day," Braylon drawled over the comms. "We ain't got a good angle on them to fire back. These guys know what they're doing." "We've lost sight of the fire team detachment that broke away," Jola reported. "Ambrose, be careful up there." Dante glanced at a craggy area in the distance. From the top of a cliff, hard-cased men and women rained bullets and pulse cores below, where the apprentices had taken cover behind more half-destroyed buildings and machinery. The overlapping crack of rifle fire, punctuated with high-pitched reports and rattling booms, said as much as his words. He'd ordered the apprentices to shelter there while he and Nazreen tried to distract the gunship until Hyde took care of it. The plan had been great until the ambush by ground troops and the missiles showed up. The team's shuttle flew overhead, its cannon silent. Ambrose was too distracted by the two missiles roaring after him to provide ground support. He spun the shuttle to the side, dove toward a nearby hill, and pulled up at the last second. The bottom of the shuttle was so close to the ground that Dante's stomach clenched. Protective systems and fields could do only so much if a pilot slammed his ship into the ground. Ambrose's boldness paid off. The missiles couldn't match his maneuver. Both exploded against the side of the hill and became massive fireballs. "Nice flying," Dante offered. Another enemy popped up from behind a wall with a missile launcher on his shoulder. He turned to track Ambrose before pulling the trigger. His missile shot into the air with a hiss and a massive plume of smoke and arced toward the fleeing shuttle. Another hard dive toward the surface took Ambrose behind a hill. The missile followed. Dante couldn't see anything but the flash of an explosion and the smoke plume. Nazreen took the brief seconds of respite as an opportunity to reload her rifle. "This isn't sustainable, Dante." Dante ignored her. "Ambrose, is the shuttle intact? We're not going to be able to find friendly Dirtwalkers around here if we have to walk out of this valley." "You need to do something about the SAMs," Ambrose shouted over the radio. "There's only so long I can pull off those kinds of maneuvers." Dante smiled despite the situation. Ambrose was worthless on the ground, but the man was as dangerous as Hyde in the air. "Dante," Ambrose yelled, "do you hear me? It's a miracle they haven't hit me yet." Yeah, whatever." Dante and Nazreen were too far away to poke at the plunderer fire team with the missile launchers. "I'm working on it. We need that shuttle you're flying." "Very funny. Work faster, please." "Stay low and fast until we do something about the fire team. Dante dropped flat to avoid a withering autocannon barrage. He sat upright as a jagged piece of metal plummeted from the gunship and pierced the ground beside his body. You think my helmet could take that, Nazreen?" Nazreen jerked her head back and forth, unsure whether to focus on the pinned apprentices or the aerobatics on display from Ambrose. "If you have to ask that, things are not going well. Can you take this more seriously, please?" "I am. This is what happens when you double book. I've told you again and again, whatever happens on the surface is